Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, happy Thursday, everybody. Here we go. And how about that rain overnight? Of course, the heavy rain event that unfolded really through the wee hours of the morning. A little bit of thunder mixed in, but the good news is it basically came through non-severe. Of course, this time of year, if we can get that to happen, that's exactly the way we want it. But again, unfortunately, some folks had a little too much rain, and we still have some flash flood warnings in effect this morning. We'll talk about some of those rainfall totals, but we've got more rain and storms on the way this evening for some of us, overnight for some of us, and well, even as we go through Friday, even as we go through Saturday, and possibly even as we go through Sunday, additional rain chances as well. So a lot of details we got to get to here very quickly. So right up around 80 today here in the Metroplex, breezy, warm, humid, but you can see our overall rain probabilities for the Metroplex specifically all the way through the evening remain relatively low. Our next rain opportunity locally appears to be overnight, but again, for our friends out west, there will be an evening storm chance that again we'll get to here coming up momentarily. So rainfall totals based off of radar overnight. Again, a lot of folks 1 to 2, some folks 2 plus, mainly up along that Highway 380 corridor. Now, I do want to draw your attention very quickly down to the southeast, Freestone County. In fact, flash flood warnings continue down there. That's not a misprint. They got 9 to almost 10 inches of rain. They had a thunderstorm that developed yesterday evening. It simply put did not move, dumped almost 4 inches of rain. Then they had more rain come through overnight. So there's been some real deal flooding concerns down there, even some reports of some high water rescues unfortunately unfolding down in that area. You can see, in fact, it's still raining. For the rest of us, it's quieting down. In fact, skies are even trying to clear some out there here at mid-morning. That'll be the trend through the afternoon. This afternoon, I think we're relatively dry, but we will be watching this dry line. It's going to scoot a little bit closer to our western counties. This evening, it's going to kick off some thunderstorms, and we're going to talk about those coming up. And then we're also watching a cold front off to our north. That cold front is going to scoot into our area. It's going to be the focus tonight, I think, of some thunderstorms around the area. Then as we go through Friday and a Saturday, it will continue to be the focus of rain and storms coming in as well. So we've got the boundaries in place. We've got the humidity, as we all know, in place. So now we just need something from the jet stream to kick in and to give us the spark. We've got a big trough off to the northwest. That's what's forcing the cold front down into the area. That per se is not necessarily going to spark any active weather, but we've got the subtropical jet coming in almost, even though we're transitioning out of El Nino, almost an El Nino-like pattern with the big storm trough out in the Pacific West, sending little pieces of energy across the area. And again, all of that combined, again, will give us several more opportunities of rain and storms. So again, the instability, the moisture, all of those components are there. Again, we've got the boundaries. And again, like I mentioned, here comes some of that energy in from the west. So again, the bottom line is the stormy pattern continues potentially now all the way through Sunday, the way it looks. So opportunity of severe weather today. Even though most of North Texas is painted in red, I think it's mainly going to be this evening in our western counties. And then for more of us as we go through the overnight, the only real tornado zone today, I think, is going to be out in the big country where the dry line is specifically. Elsewhere, it's that time of year a tornado can't be ruled out. But again, the overall tornado probability is relatively low. Better opportunity of large hail near the dry line this evening. Could be some golf ball plus size hail there. Again, elsewhere, as we talk about storms overnight, quarter to $half size hail, I think could be a little more likely. So there goes the morning rain and storms. That activity is pulling away. Here's our evening activity. See that developing off the dry line. Again, any of that could be severe, large hail potential. Here comes the front overnight. And I think for the rest of us, including the Metroplex, it'll be another kind of late evening overnight opportunity of rain and storms coming in. But this time they'll be coming in from the north. So again, lower to mid 80s, warm, humid, breezy as we go through the afternoon. Still through the evening hours, keeping those rain and storm probabilities relatively low with temperatures easing down through the 70s. So Thursday evening still looks doable here in the Metroplex, upper 60s to right around 70 overnight. More in the way of 80s tomorrow. Again, this warm, humid kind of at least conditions will continue over the next several days. But again, like I mentioned tonight, next good opportunity of rain and storms. And then as we get into early Friday, and then again as we get into early Saturday, and possibly unsettled lingering all the way through Sunday, potential 90s by early next week.